Welcome to our 2024-25 Falcons women's hockey season preview and being joined by senior forward and a now two-time captain, Brooke Gibson. You look back at your time, and we were talking off camera about, can't believe it's already your senior year, and you look back at your time with the Falcons. How do you feel like you've improved as a hockey player in that time?
I've grown a lot as a player. I've learned a ton just from the girls on the team, our coaches, and being around this environment. I've also grown a lot as a person. We keep talking about, us seniors. There's a lot of us this year, and so we just keep talking about how much we've changed from freshman year to senior year on and off the ice. So, I've improved a lot as a player, but I've also learned a lot as a person, and I'm really excited to start my senior season.
And you look back at your career so far, a lot of highlights along the way, and one that jumps out from a couple of years ago is, of course, the 5-goal performance against Finlandia. What do you remember about that game?
Honestly, not much, just being really excited the whole time. And then after it kind of hit me, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. But it was definitely something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. My dad he always brings it up. He's super excited about it. So. Yeah.
And it's something that's probably going to be in the record book for a very long time. When something like that happens, when you score a goal, in the back of your mind, okay, I've had one, I've had two, or is it one of those you're so into the game that you're not really thinking about your numbers?
Yeah, I don't really think about my numbers. I try not to put too much pressure on it. I just play, have fun, do what I need to do, and then hopefully that comes with it.
You look back, okay, now going into your senior season, how did you go about preparing for this season? Did you do anything differently from, previous off seasons?
Yeah, I really focused on my off ice training over the summer and on ice as well. Just taking that super seriously and, trying to dial in for this season coming up, it being my last season, and just trying to do the best that I can.
Now, last year the team finished at 500, and as the season went on, it seemed like the team got better, and obviously the results follow. Is that a fair statement that you guys got better as the season went on last year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you always want to get better as a team. You want to keep going up that mountain and not, kind of fall behind. So hopefully this season we'll start off really good and, keep moving up.
And you mentioned it. You look at this roster now, and it's like senior, senior, senior. There's got to be, 11 seniors now on this roster. Has that made for a different feel in training camps, the whole everybody kind of knows one another?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely helps with our team dynamic, everyone knowing each other and working well with each other already from previous years. It definitely takes a better leadership role as well. We know how to work well, how to get the team motivated, and just work together.
And for you being a captain now for a second year, what does that mean to you, and what does that role entail?
Honestly, it's a huge honor being a captain for 2 seasons. It comes with a lot of, being in that leadership role, you grow a lot as a person, like I've said before, and just trying to help the team dynamic, help out where I can, and step up and really be a leader and lead by example.
And essentially a coach on the ice, so putting your coach's hat on for a second. We talked about, okay, you have all these seniors, but how about the newcomers now? How do they look so far in training camp?
They look great. We've been meshing really well. We're off to a great start. Our practices are super high tempo, and everyone looks great out there, so we're excited.
Having not played a game, and you get ready to play an exhibition game coming up as we tape this week, and then the regular season starts a week later, but what do you think could be the strengths of this team?
Honestly, I think our dynamic works a lot better than last year. Just working together and flowing on the ice. And like I said, everything in practice looks great so far, just being high tempo and meshing well. And I really think that will translate on the ice in the game, so I'm excited to see.
Finally, for you, and outside of the team goals of, obviously improving, trying to compete for that conference championship, how about for you personally? Do you set goals for yourself for this final go-around?
Honestly, my goal this year is just to have fun and enjoy it. It's my last year of hockey. I've been playing my whole life, so really just soaking it in and doing the best that I can, going out there day by day, trying to take it day by day and not put too much pressure on myself, just having a good time.
So what do you do when hockey's all said and done?
Find a job. That's basically it. Maybe play some pickup league, but besides that, just hang out.
Well, Brooke, enjoy every minute of what's left of hockey before life gets in the way, but thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Being joined by women's hockey head coach Steve Fabili, back for season number 11. Before we talk about before we talk about the here and now, just quickly looking back at last season, a 500 year for the team, your summary of last winter.
Yeah, I think we had some ups, downs, just like any other season. I think playoffs was a very good learning experience, especially going with the mini-game format and the quarterfinals. And with a big class coming back, hopefully that experience can translate into this season.
And we'll talk all about, the senior class of 11, but what are you seeing so far in training camp?
Well, they're working hard. They're attentive. They're paying attention to details, which are all the things that you need at the start of the year. I think they're enjoying the stuff that we've been doing so far. They're bringing the freshmen bringing fresh energy. The returners have the leadership, the experience. So it's all just trying to bring it together and mesh together here.
When you have so much experience back, obviously that's a big luxury, but are you able to change maybe how you go about approaching training camp, being that you have so many players that have been here and done that?
I don't think we approach it any differently. I think it's more people helping. The seniors know the expectations. The seniors have gone through it now. So I think the focus can be, from my point of view, the focus is more on the freshmen and paying attention to them and getting them up to speed and not so much worrying about the seniors because they kind of been through it.
We talk about the freshmen, how they've been fitting in thus far.
Great. I think, like I said, they bring youthful energy every year, right? They keep the team young. They're eager, they're hungry, they're excited to be here, and they're working hard.
Some of the players I want to bring up, Michaela Special led the way with 12 goals, 12 assists. What steps are you hoping she takes now in this next go-around?
She had how many goals last year?
She had a total of 12 goals, 12 assists.
Okay, well, let's get some points up. Same thing, work hard, get the puck to the net. She's obviously got a lethal shot, so hopefully she can utilize that more. But we're looking for everybody to contribute. We want to play 200 feet of the ice. Everybody working, chipping in on offense, and everybody working hard on defense.
Look at a player like Michaela McGowan, as a freshman, 9 goals, adding 10 assists. What steps do you hope she takes from year 1 to year 2?
Same thing, just keep doing what she's doing. She was all freshman team last year, so maybe people kind of know who she is now. So she might be going against, top pair defensemen or checking lines or whatever other teams are going to throw at her. But I think just be consistent and continue to do what she does. She's a smart hockey player. She's skilled. She can read the game well. So as long as she, keeps up the work ethic, then she'll be fine.
Look at your leadership, a lot of experience back in that department. Brooke Gibson back as the captain for a second year. What does she mean to this program?
A lot. She does a lot. She does a lot behind the scenes that I don't have to kind of worry about. I think we have a good relationship. I think she understands what we're trying to do here, and she's very good at articulating that with the rest of the group. I would be hard-pressed to find someone that's not comfortable with her in that leadership role or comfortable just going to talk to her. She's very easygoing. She's very mature for her age, and we expect that from our leadership, and obviously that's why she's captain.
Look at the goaltending situation. How is that playing out so far in training camp? Is there good competition between the pipes?
Yeah, good competition, friendly competition, competitive. They're supportive of each other, which you're going to need from goalies. It's tough, right? Only one goalie plays at a time, but they're all trying to earn some ice time this year.
Away from the players on the ice, on the bench, you have a couple new assistants. How's that working out?
Great, yeah. Hannah Nelson came in. She's got a couple years experience as an assistant coach, which always helps. So she's been out recruiting. We have a volunteer assistant coach, Rebecca. She's graduated from St. Norbert. We're trying not to hold that against her. But she's great. She's coming, a couple times a week. And then obviously Coach Evers is back for the goalie coaching stuff.
With non-conference upon us and then getting into conference play, how do you go about just approaching non-conference? Do you treat it any differently? Obviously, is it more of a feeling out process to get ready for conference?
With only 25 games, I don't think there's time or room to be a feeling out process. I think St. Mary's just came out ranked in one of the polls that came out, so I guess it's a good test right away to see kind of where we stand with a nationally ranked opponent. But we're here to try and win hockey games, so we're going to put the best foot forward and go from there.
So to wrap it up, to summarize it all, overall, for this team to take those next steps, to continue to be successful, what needs to happen?
Our senior class needs to step up, be seniors, lead by example. Comparing last year to this year, maybe more consistency, but hopefully that follows up with the experience from the returners.
Well, Coach, appreciate all the time, and best of luck this winter.
All right, thanks.
And don't forget, the Falcon women's hockey team gets things started November 1st and 2nd at St. Mary's. Home opener from the Ozaki Ice Center November the 8th against Trine at 6 p.m. Check out CUWFalcons.com for more information.